Hey, what's guys? TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back. Another Fortnite video. Lots to talk about. We got good news today, of course. Heavily focused today on the next season, OG season. A little bit about Chapter 5, and then some live event discussion as well. So let's jump into the big thing at hand here, the big thing to talk about, and that is next season with the OG season, 1 month long, fully getting our Chapter 1, it sounds like Season 5 map back to start. No mix, no Chapter 4 in there, like it's full on OG. So with that though, we then learn that we are not going to have mantling, hurdling, it's still disabled anyway right now, tactical sprinting, and then just add on here mantling and save the world. Sounds like grind rails will be disabled in 27.1.1 as well. And so with this, we started getting rumors and talk, and I talked about it in yesterday's video, that zero build may not stick around next season. Now, there was two parts. One, it kind of made sense because the OG map wasn't built for zero build, right? The zero build, you can't have these big open areas. You need to have some cover, things to move from, and I mean, you can kind of supplement that with certain items like a shield bubble and the porta-forts, right? There is ways, and they probably will add some of those things in there to make it work. But yeah, we've heard basically confirmed good news from China in a reply here, zero build will not be removed. And this makes the most sense, honestly. Even with some maybe map issues or whatever it is, zero builds at some points in the day is more popular than Battle Royale. And I talked about yesterday, a lot of my buddies, and I'm sure a lot of you guys' buddies that haven't played in a while are coming back to play OG Fortnite, but a lot of them don't want to build. A lot of them want to stick to zero build because, they haven't played in a while, they've fallen behind the curve. Zero build is what a lot of casual players like to play, right? That's how it goes. So great news, zero build seems to be sticking around, and I'm here for it. Now, we should add on here because there's those confirmed things we just talked about that won't be here next season. Again, expect all of them to return the season after. Also, zero build without mantling and tactical sprinting is going to be so weird, but whatever. I guess that's part of the throwback, right? And maybe they change this, but right now they are disabled in the files. Other than that, like sliding hasn't been talked about. I don't know if sliding's sticking around or not. Swimming, remember, like these are all things that have been updated over the years, over the chapters that didn't exist back in Chapter 1, back to OG, right? Reboot vans, augments, vehicles, lumen graphics, right? And this stuff isn't all confirmed. It was just kind of a list here made by Helix and talking about, sometimes the nostalgia clouds some of the, the things we were really missing back in Chapter 1, and without them, we're going to notice it, right? So I'm just really curious to see what balance of full-on OG they do next season with some of the newer features that are just really quality of life improvements to the game and feel better. And we will not, whether you think you will like it or not, you will not like it with it being missing. So we'll see. I'll of course keep you updated. Make sure to subscribe, turn your noties on. I am your guy. And thanks for everyone typing in code TheCampingRusher, liking the videos, all the support. You guys have been crushing it. There is obviously lots going on in the Fortnite world. Now, we're quickly going to talk about storyline stuff here. First, what's actually happened. So, Cattle Thorn was actually killed, storyline-wise, by Shimmer Dusk. In the dialogue, that's how we know about this, Shimmer Dusk asks Sloan if she got what she needs, so she can again take out Thorn without getting in the way. In the last Fortnitemares quest, it confirmed he has died. It is done. This revenant will no longer prey across time and space. And a little more behind it here from Timeless Order. Cattle Thorn has been hunted and killed by Shimmer, a monster hunter, after she chased him across space and time. Countess Daraku was also hunted, but with a stake shotgun. And the big debate here is, that's what happened, but also, like, this seems like a massive piece of storyline, right? Like, the main villain's been taken out, and I mean, if I didn't read this on Twitter or the Quest, and I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't known about it until this video right now, we would have no idea that this massive storyline event happened. That is one thing I miss is, you know, that was the beauty of a little bit more consistent live events, is we would actually get to see these things unfold. And I saw an example like the showdown, right? The monster versus the robot, Caddis versus the robot. What if the big battle, instead of the live event, it was just a piece of dialogue like, yes, Caddis was destroyed, the robot won the fight. You know what I mean? And that kind of seems like where we're at right now. Again, we do have a massive live event. We're going to talk about that in a couple minutes, planned for December at the end of Chapter 4, going into Chapter 5. But yeah, it's just a little weird that these big moments happen, but it's just really a couple quest lines that unlock it. Not even audio, right? It'd be nice to have at least even some audio quest lines where we can hear some of the characters talk about what's going down. Quick piece of news on Epic Games before we talk about next chapter, and that is Fortnite maker Epic Games launched a back catalog program to incentivize game developers to publish their old games available and make them available on the Epic Games Store. Okay, what it is right now Epic Games takes 12% of developers' revenue, which is a huge cut. Like Steam, for example, takes 30% of developers' revenue. That's part of their process here, their plan, right? They're trying to steal game developers to come publish on Epic Games Store instead of Steam. So they're taking a cut, spending tons of money. This was something that was brought up, like a huge portion of why they probably had to make some of those layoffs, some of those 900 people that were fired, is because of the spending they're directing towards the Epic Games Store. So this does, tie back into all that, into Fortnite, etc. To participate, a developer must commit to releasing at least 3 games before October 31st, 2023. And if they do, they get 100% of their revenue for the first 6 months on the release of the Epic Games Store. Again, basically Fortnite, Epic making no money to convince devs to come to them. Let's talk about Chapter 5, okay? Not next season, but again, a month after that, the season after that, Chapter 5, Season 1. Epic has officially started to play test Chapter 5, Season 1. It is on, which basically means the OG season is ready to go. I mean, you would hope so. We're like 12 days away from the OG season, so hopefully it's tested, it's all ready, and yeah, I cannot wait. But yeah, it's official. Chapter 5, Season 1 is ready to go. A little, just kind of an interesting post here from Pony Ray. Nothing special, but combining the Season 5 to Season X titles from Chapter 1. Those are the 6 seasons we're going to be basically cycling through in 4 weeks. Tons of map changes, and this is basically confirmed with the pins, right? The teasers that were sent out by Epic. But here's all the different titles. The worlds collide and the darkness rises. You better watch out and mark the spot. The future is yours, and we're out of time. So there's definitely something on purpose here, right? Obviously it was probably more about Chapter 2 stuff rather than anything about now, however many years later it is, 4 or 5 years later, but still a cool piece to look back on as we're gonna revisit all 6 of these seasons in, again, just under 2 weeks. A few more big things. We got some official dates from HypeX. Next Fortnite season, Season 5, Chapter 1, is set to have an end event with a countdown starting on November 21st, and then the season itself is set to end on December 3rd. It also has something to do with the lobby and extended downtime, right? Black hole, similar to Chapter 1 Season X. So yes, live event, it seems it's going to be around that December 3rd date, the end of the OG season, but there will be a big build-up event for, again, sounds like about 2 weeks starting on November 21st. We don't know how that's going to play out, but those are the dates to keep in mind. And then a big kind of summary of what we know from Pony before we talk about one final thing here. And here's some information about Chapter 1, 4, and 5, right? There's so much going on. Grind rails will still exist in Chapter 5. So it sounds like they're going away for the OG season. However, yeah, keep in mind that they are supposed to be used somehow in the live event. That was leaked. So grind rails, not in the OG season, but in the live event at the end of the OG season. Chapter 4 event finale, as we just talked about, the Chapter 1 map is fully returning, possibly OG graphics. We're not sure how that's going to play out. Cycled seasons starting from Season 5 to Season X, 6 seasons, 4 weeks, and then a black hole to lead us into Chapter 5, the new map after that. And then the final thing I got for you, right? The most popular, I think, thing we're looking to find out most about is the Season 5 Battle Pass. And Friendly, also, I talked about Happy yesterday. Like, we think it's going to be remixed versions of some of the popular Chapter 1 skins, right? That's the idea. So looking at the survey, here's some of our best guesses. Friendly, again, posted this. And then this was similar to the post we had with Happy, right? Just a lot of overlapping skins that would make sense if this is the route they're going. I'd be shocked if it's anything else. Like, it might be a mini pass, a shorter pass, but I think this is the theme they're going to go with. And you'd got to think a few of these skins are going to be in there. Let me know. Take your best guesses down below. Touch that like button. Thanks for watching. Take care. Talk soon. Goodbye.